should encourage those of you who are scratching and digging for God. Some of you that I know personally remind me of the woman with the issue of blood. You got issues. You got issues over here, issues over there, issues way back there. But guess what? With your issues, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're fighting through the crowd, you're fighting through the vicissitudes of life, you're fighting through your own flesh, you're fighting through your own desires, and you're saying, if I just but touch the hem of his garment, I shall be. Why? You hunger. You hunger. The fact that you have an issue does not mean you're not in Christ. It's what you're doing with that issue. You're dragging that issue with you. Come here. I'm presenting you before the Lord. I can't handle you anymore. Here, Lord, this is yours. I give you my ashes. You give me your beauty. And I won't leave till you bless me. If I have to turn down my plate, if I have to ignore the phone, if I have to stop watching TV for good or for a month or a week or a day, whatever, I've got to get a hold of the hem of your garment. I've got to grab you by your heart. I've got to get to know who you are. I don't want to just believe in you. I want to know you. That's the one that hungers and thirsts, scratches and digs, claws and crawls and cries out and begs and hollers and pleads and calls on the name of the Lord. You shall be saved. Doesn't mean you're not saved, but as life goes on, you will constantly be saved from the vicissitudes of life, from the impact, from the negative impact, from the residual effects, from the scars, from the wounds, from the harm, from the dangers, the toils, the snares of the enemy. You're the one that'll be covered. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I've got to read it, you guys. Psalms 91. Psalms 91. I'm trying to memorize that whole chapter. I'm halfway there, maybe 2/3, and I don't want to misquote. So let's not try to impress anybody with a screwed up memory. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him will I trust. See, Pat's 2 cents. This is where we fall short. Many of the ones that are watching me right now are groupies. You don't know what that means. You don't know what it means to scratch and dig for God, to pursue him until you overtake him. You don't know what that means, to hang with him until he blesses you. You don't know what it means to see God as your fortress and your refuge. You don't see that because your flesh is your fortress. In flesh will I trust. That's the way your life is. You trust in your flesh. You lean on your flesh. You operate out of your flesh. You're a groupie. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He ain't going to deliver you if you ain't trying to be delivered. If I'm sitting on the bus stop and I need to be at the doctor's office getting a chest x-ray or getting my this checked or that checked because there are a whole lot of problems, I'm never going to know what's wrong if I'm never going to find out what it is, if I ignore it. Some of you groupies are like the one that goes and they look at themselves in the mirror and they see how they look and they see how twisted their shoes are and how raggedy their clothes are, how nasty their attitude is, how funky their disposition is. And guess what? Oh, well, God knows. He understands. Doesn't bother you. You're a groupie. Whew, okay, let me finish reading. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Pat's 2 cents. Nor for the news that's on TV. Nor for the wars that might rise up around us. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. You don't have to worry. Why? You're dwelling in the secret place of the Most High. You are a chosen generation, not a groupie. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Behold, thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. That is supernatural authority. You have authority over your flesh. You have authority over the sins and the desires and the temptations and the enticements and the snares of the devil. You have authority. The chosen will use it. The chosen will take it by force. The groupies will, hey, whatever. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. It's copacetic, baby. It's all good. No, it ain't all good. Not if you're a groupie. Woo! Because he has set his love upon me, therefore, this is God talking, will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. There's a difference between hearing his name, saying his name, reading his name, being aware of his name, and knowing his name. You have had it in your hand. You've had his name in your heart. You've seen his name work in your mind and your emotions. You know his name. It's part of your fiber. He shall call upon me and I will answer. I will be with him in trouble. Trouble will happen, but you're not alone. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. You'll come out smelling like a rose, from glory to glory, from strength to strength. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. He demonstrates his salvation. He shows you the wonders and the workings of his hand, how his love intercedes, intervenes for you, how he works things out, his power. He shows you his salvation. You're not going to see his salvation when you're playing tiddlywinks with Christianity. Why even bother coming? Go and do your thing. See, this is what God says about you coming. For those of you who are groupies. And I'm going to share this, and I think I'm just about done. But you got to hear this. This is what a lot of people don't know, God's attitude. Now, there's an expression we used to say in the world. Not in the world. It's just a proverb. Attending a garage, sitting in the garage all day, no more makes you a car than sitting in church makes you a Christian. Hello. And sitting in church all day no more makes you a Christian than sitting in a garage all day makes you a car.